hear myself through my headphones. Yes, man. Like, I feel real good about this right now.
Pay attention, because you are now listening to Permission to Speak Freely.
I'm starting with my do better, man. My do better today is Aaron. It's funny because I got something else. I got something else. You know, I saved you from the Miley smoke. Like, people hit me up about that Miley Cyrus
What
shit.
about Miley?
People ain't like what you were saying, man. So
Yeah.
I saved you from that.
Yeah,
No, don't save me.
No,
Don't
I
save
had
me.
to. I remember I stopped it. I stopped the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't care about Hannah Montana, son. I don't.
Hannah, no, don't do that.
Oh,
don't
not
care.
Hannah. Hey, stop, Aaron.
Miley might have made an album in damn near every genre, bro.
She
Miley is incredible, bro. Like, she's a really good artist.
She got talent, but
Really good artist,
she
man.
can go away, man.
Go away? Did he just say go away, Damo? Did he say go away? Oh,
He
my
wildin'.
goodness.
So,
bro.
but that ain't even a smoke. So my do better for Aaron is this. It's like a joint do better. So the only time we ever talked about Jesse Jackson on our podcast was the You Not a Brother episode, where we introduced the episode what happened when the Reverend Jesse Jackson was in Ferguson, right? And that wasn't his greatest moment, right? That was a while, like, Ferguson was emotional. They were reacting to just how they felt at the time. And I feel like PTSF, I feel like Jesse Jackson deserves a little bit more than what PTSF gave. Our only documented conversation about Reverend Jesse Jackson was that, right? My smoke is for Aaron, because Aaron, like, in my opinion, like, should be the resident Jesse Jackson dude. I shouldn't have to ask Aaron to talk about Reverend Jesse Jackson, man. You're the activist of the podcast, bro.
I'm not an activist.
You might not know it.
No, David, I sort of had I'm an activist fan.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What books are behind you? Tell us, what's the books behind you?
All right. Immortal Valor, the Black Medal of Honor. All right.
What's Immortal Valor about?
You know what it's about.
What's it about?
It's about the fight of how you had the honor for these guys who were just denied, and it took.
That's activist.
No, it's not. That's history. That's facts.
Most activists. What's the next one?
Code of the Warrior, exploring warrior values past and present.
Activists. What's the next one? What's the next one?
Quiet.
Activist.
The power of introverts in a world that can't stop talking. A friend of mine, she gave me that. She was like,
that's activism for introverts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So Jesse Jackson, man.
You acting like I'm Alan Payne CB4. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, and I'm black, the black. What are you saying?
I ain't necessarily saying you're a black activist. I'm just saying you're an activist. Like,
I'm allergic to dumb shit.
Like, if people were being wrong done at the commissary, you would be the guy to step up for them, man.
Yeah.
like that's just who we kind of lean into. You are.
Okay. I'll own it. Okay, fine.
And you gonna start off with fuck that.
No, fuck that. Like, so Jesse Jackson, man.
B.
I can put you on the spot too. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, fine. Jesse Jackson, renowned civil rights leader, not just for in America but also abroad. Recently passed. He was, I think, the first black person, I got to double check, to have serious consideration for a Democratic nominee for president. Many people consider him the bridge. If there was no Jesse Jackson, there would be no President Obama, as far as in the political sphere of influence. Culturally, he was referenced. You can see him on all your favorite 90s TV shows, Different World,
Sesame Street, everything.
You look at him holistically, he probably took some hits in recent years, but a lot of times the youth kind of hold their elders in a different regard sometimes. So going back to your point about Ferguson, maybe his style of activism, maybe it was getting kind of dated. And we all got different controversies, but he was an icon. And we wouldn't be here without people like him carrying the weight, blazing the trail, paving the way. So rest in peace to Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, rest in peace, Reverend Jesse.
Rest in peace. All right.
Hey, let me add something, like everything that Aaron said, right? And also I want to add, man, if you didn't hear him say anything and we went back and we just seen some of the pictures he's in. Bro, he's in them pictures with Martin Luther King. He's in them pictures with big time people back in the day that, like, you just see iconic moments of people. Then in the background, you seen freaking Reverend Jackson in there, man. Like a lot of times you go back, man. So that's one of the things that when I was looking back and they were showing, pictures and showing things, they was talking about him on TV, man. And they was showing some of the pictures and back in the day. I was like, damn, he was back during that time. It was kind of crazy, man.
I mean, he walked arm in arm with Martin Luther King, man.
Yeah.
To be a mentee of Martin Luther King and then kind of see the fruition that he came to, like, I think wherever Martin was at, he's smiling down at him just to see the overall picture and the journey that he's been on. Like, that's powerful, to be one of Martin Luther King's mentees, and then you see what he grew into. That's dope.
Yeah, and
full circle.
Yeah. And I heard somebody else talk about it, so I ain't gonna lean too heavy on it, but to not let 1968 break you, or to not let the late 60s break you, losing Bobby, losing JFK, losing Malcolm, losing Martin, and just still going. To not let all of that break you, So yeah, rest well to Reverend Jesse Jackson, and prayers to his family. Another loss, but not necessarily loss of life, but another loss I do want to talk about is I want to give a shout out to Will Foster from the Don't Give Up the Ship podcast, who recently announced that he'd be stepping down as host of Don't Give Up the Ship, and he'll be turning over with Ariana, who I'm going to talk about in a second. But before that, I want to give my flowers to Will, who in the real world at this point I would call a friend, in the pod world at this point I would call a brother. When we first started our podcast and I was doing heavy research and like just learning about different podcasters and just wondering if anybody in the Navy did this, I stumbled across Don't Give Up the Ship. When I stumbled across Don't Give Up the Ship, of course it was the senior chief sub guy who didn't show his face, who had these conversations that were on the level and actually felt like very like humble from the standpoint, but also felt like, hey, I got the water and I'm giving it to the village, right? That was kind of how a lot of that conversation that you would hear on the D-Guts podcast. And I remember when we first reached out, I forgot how that happened, but I remember when we were first kind of gauging, like doing his show, because I think we did that first. And he got into some of our episodes. And I just remembered the feeling of just that checkpoint, like I'm checking to make sure. And it wasn't like a gatekeeping kind of thing, but it was like, are these guys authentic? Are they doing it for the right reasons, man? And I think after a few different, and he might not even have that, but I kind of felt that, like, man, and I think after we did a couple things and he saw the passion we had for like just talking to sailors, we got closer and closer connected through podcasts and all those other things. And I know he's been retired and probably losing steam with active duty topics and all that stuff, man. But I just appreciate that, man, for kind of bringing us into his world too, because that was one of the earlier guest spots that Damon and I did, man. So I want to give my flowers to Will Foster from Don't Give Up the Ship for being an independent Navy podcaster when that shit just wasn't known at all. Kind of like blazed the trail in that regard. A lot of people call us trailblazers, but he definitely was here before us. So definitely, I just want to give some applause to him real quick.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Will. And then I also want to give a shout out to his relief, who's taking over the Don't Give Up the Ship podcast, Ariana. I'm not going to jack up your last name, so I'm not even going to say it. We just worked together too recently in Annapolis. But shout out to Ariana, who is pretty much the woman version of Will. So she gonna take over.
Nice.
She's a woman version of the latter version of Will. So she's as research. She's as nerdy, but not in like of course, offensive way, right? She's as angry, like she
impassioned.
She's as impassioned. She everything Will is, and little insider for like people. When Tish first left, I reached out to Ariana to see if she would jump on Permission to Speak Freely every now and then, and she got life and kids and stuff like that, and she was willing to, but we just never circled back in that conversation. But I'm glad she found a spot. I was listening to her Trash Panda podcast too, so I'm glad she found a spot, and I'm glad Will turned it over to somebody that's going to keep up what he been doing. So again, shout out to Will and Ariana.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to give a shout to Will also, man, while we on there real quick, man. Hey, one of the most educated, well-spoken, man, and prepared guys probably we done had on the pod, man. This guy, and then he wasn't scared to speak his mind. If it came up and he thought it was an issue, he thought it needed to be spoke on, he spoke on it, man. So shouts out to him and what he got going on in his future and everything, man. I'm looking forward to see what he got going on next, man. So big shouts out to you, Will. And thanks for coming on our pod, and we came on your pod. So thanks.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, he's a person I wish I could have held space with. I like the way he just, to it. Both, that type of energy. So,
yeah, you listen to the podcast. You were a listener at times, right?
Yeah. The last one I listened to is when he had Mick Pond, Russ Smith on there. That was pretty lengthy, good conversation.
Yeah, you ever heard of the podcast, Alex?
I have not, but I wrote it down, so I'm gonna definitely go back and check out some of it out.
Yeah, you're gonna be going back, man. He got a lot of episodes, man.
He be going in, man. He survived the podcast wave. He's a legit.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, so for the people that don't know, if you listening, yeah, it's another voice here. We joined by NC1, used to be AF1. Who we thought was AWF1, who we thought was AWF1 when he came up on here, but he cross-rated recently. Alex Sewell, right?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Thank you for having me on. I'm doing good. Thank y'all for having me on. This is dope. I'm honored. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous as well, but I'm excited to chop it up with y'all, learn from y'all. This is dope. Thank y'all.
Ain't no reason to be nervous, man. We don't know what we doing either, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. Maybe you could speak to this, right?
Okay.
It's been a recent change with, and I know it's kind of going kind of quick, but it's been a recent change with the NCs as far as the promotion and advancement, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about that new change?
As far as from second class to first class?
Yeah.
For NCs?
Yep.
I read it. I don't remember off the top of my head, though. I kind of just glanced on it. Yeah, I'm not supposed to remember off the top of my head. But
yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, they did change it. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay. And they also changed the advancement. They also changed the advancement instruction, the advancement manual, and all that stuff, right? That's recently too. And I guess that's where I could kind of land at. Like these things, it was a time when I felt like these changes and all of these things, right? Like were better announced. Am I tripping?
Well, you're not tripping, Damo. I think we are using the fact that it's going to be some changes on how we do things, right? So it's kind of like stated, it's out there. Then all of a sudden they just hitting us across the head with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's normally you're right though. Normally it's announced better and it's out. And then they say, okay, this is going to happen. They're going to give us 3 months. We're going to have a year to this kickoff. Now it's like, hey, this is going to happen and it's starting in a month, 30 days. Like it's happening real quick. I think that's one of the biggest differences, Damo, is like this shit is happening now.
Yeah, and I'm not specifically talking about the advancement manual as much as I'm talking about the that C-Cell letter that's going around, right?
Yeah,
the one that was signed by CNO. but it's been that and things like that. Like when Fleet Compton did the speech and like things was traveling, like it seemed like information was traveling up, like through WhatsApp groups or through social media, right? And I know that it's frustrating to some leadership because they getting this info, and hopefully you can speak to some of this too, Alex, but I know it's frustrating to some leadership because they getting this info before they have a chance to like filter, and not necessarily filter things out, but just filter it themselves and understand what they even looking at or talking about.
Right.
You know, and the example is, and I'm not going to speak on that CSCL. I'm not going like keyboard or internet warrior or whatever on that new CSCL policy. If one of y'all want to talk through it, y'all can, but I'm not. But like, even with that, like you got first classes and junior and chiefs or senior chiefs and all that getting that before some CMCs. You know, I think like some fleets and forces read all that shit in real time what everybody else are after. So now you can't even, you can't even figure out what to say. Like are you figuring out in real time? Are y'all learning together? You know, and it's been like that more often than not.
Yeah. Hey, if any forces out there in fleets, I mean, I know you guys are part of this unique group, right? That you so if you guys are getting this shit real time, man, it's crazy.
They got it getting it real time, bro.
That's like crazy.
Like they got this real time, bro.
It's So you say you don't want. I'll touch on the CSCL thing. So to suitcase it, every Master Chief is going to be required to qualify as a CSCL, as a senior leader, especially to the Echelon 5 commands. Echelon 5, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Destroyer, Squadron.
Yeah.
In my case, a Military Treatment Facility, MTF, 05 and some 06 tours to try to keep it more of the stovepiped, rated, experienced people for the Echelon 5. And then moving up, you have some people who do the fleet and force jobs, but everyone's going to be a command master chief, not the designator of fleet and force is not going to be on there. It's going to be more towards the position that you're at. But the way it came out, it came out fast. I don't know. I think like the Clips and J. Cole had and Marvel got better rollout plans than some messages right now, man. It's like it's coming out slow, boom, boom, and then it hits it. You know, I think we're operating at the speed of sound, speed of light. We just can't control it. Yeah, like TMZ.
These Beyonce drops, bro. Like these changes is like Beyonce albums, bro. This shit just...
Yeah, I know that I'm in a couple of distro groups for CCC, and then it'd be a little overwhelming. Some of the instruction changes you get, just kind of messages that come out, and then like you send them out to the distros, so fellow first classes, fellow chiefs mess and whatnot. And by the time I finish hitting send, I'm there already asking me like, hey, what's the big changes? What's the takeaways from it? I'm like, bro, I'm still on chapter 1 myself. Like, I got ask me in another 2 hours or something. Like, I'm still trying to digest it just like you. I was just trying to pass on, not be the small man with the information. So we could talk about it later together. But like, yeah, I get what you're saying when it talks about like, it's coming out quick and like, I don't know where it's coming from, but it's not being passed down. It's kind of just, we just going to disseminate it to everybody at the same time.
We got some chatty patties out there, man.
We're going to figure it out together.
Yeah, people be on Facebook just asking all the questions. You just made me laugh though, because I know you're NC. I got an NCC, man. Mm-hmm. And I remember something came out recently. I'm like, yo, you go push this out to the, to the team? And he was like, man, I got to dig through it first and read it.
Yeah.
And I'm in my head like, what? Dig through it and read it. Push this shit out. Hey, push that shit out, chat, G. Hey, so I want to dig. Like, so since we got you here, you're a first class and an NC, right? And I ain't gonna say that again, but Aaron had an opinion. Right?
There you go.
Last week that I kind of stepped on, and I apologize for stepping on it because I was asking about. I had a question, so I kind of stepped on his opinion, and I feel like his opinion was golden. and we ain't let them get it. Like, so you were talking about package rodeos, right?
Yeah, I don't like what they've become, what they are. I don't like them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you want me to elaborate?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. So before I benefited from that when I was, trying to get selected for chief, what I don't like is that some people are prone to just going to the package reviews. I always go to package review. They're not seeking people out.
Yeah.
The package review, in my opinion, should be something that supplements the knowledge you have already. Like NPC, if we still, it's on NPC, they already put out that PowerPoint and brief how to scrub your record, right? You have local chiefs at your command that know how to get selected because they got selected. So you should know how to review your stuff. You go to the package, I'm gonna go over here. And I saw people like mom and pop. I saw someone we did one, and this person sat 4 boards.
Yeah. To
include the most recent one. And they was like, hey, you know what? I think you're here. Boom, boom. I think you need to, I want to be wrong, but I don't think you have a good shot. Build your resume. It was like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Like, that person just had all that knowledge. I'm like, if you got the answers, then why even come in and ask?
Right, yeah.
So the reason why I don't like some of these rodeos now is because they use it as a primary, not to supplement the stuff they should know already. And then mom and pop, there's like a sense of entitlement. I feel we should avail ourselves. I support them. I put myself out there, but don't go out there thinking, I ain't doing nothing. Let's go there. Tell me what I got to do. No, you go figure this out and then come ask. So,
yeah. What do you think about that?
I kind of don't like the rodeos either for different reasons, which kind of, the reason I don't like the rodeos is because most of the ones that I've been to, all they do is just review that PowerPoint from my Navy HR. And once you do that like once or twice, I'm not eligible for chief this year, but next year I will be. So this will really be like my 6th year up for chief. And so like after you do that, you kind of know the PowerPoint yourself after a while. And what the big thing like I kind of take from going to the rodeos for me personally is that I try to find, it's hard to find AWF chiefs anyway, or AWF master chiefs anyway, but I want to find people that sit the panel that aren't my rate to review my package, just so I can kind of see how the outside looks at my AWF package previously. So that's what what I took from going to those rodeos and whatnot. But as far as the actual just like sitting through the PowerPoint, maybe if you're like up for the first couple of times and you just like kind of, I don't know what to do. But after a while, not really. I don't really find them beneficial until the end when they actually review the packages.
I also want to add something. Whenever I participate in rodeos, I stress more about enclosures. Asking, this is your enclosure, why? And do you want to send this enclosure? Or how are you going to communicate to the board? Are you going to put a narrative there? That's what I focus on. I think the rodeo should be some of those things, not to just review things that you should know as a seasoned first class.
I've been to one of your rodeos at Pax River. It was the one by the theater, the little, I guess it's a library. I think like the biggest thing I took from you was I didn't really abide by it till actually next year, is you kind of said, don't let this define you. And I just remember like, yeah. He said, don't let this define you, making chief define you.
Okay.
Okay.
And I know like that.
Man,
that
I got
same
so much
cycle,
blood from these shots, man.
It's at New Orleans. That same cycle, I didn't make it. And looking back, I don't know why I was so hurt by it. Like looking back at it, you can see my package really wasn't that strong. But like, I don't know, in my mind, I thought I had a chance to make it. And like, I went into like a deep, dark place and like I was fighting depression with that. Like, I just like, and my validation, like, damn, am I good enough? And then like, I just kind of remember like, don't let that define you. Like, you still dope. You still got, your chief support, your junior sailors cheering you on. Oh, you're a chief in my eyes and whatnot. Yeah, like, cool. I appreciate that. And that means I'm doing something right. And that matters to me. So like, that stood out to me. I still stick with that today, and now it hits harder than ever. Like, just don't let this define you. This isn't your defining moment.
It's not. And I hate to veer off but you brought me here, right? It's not. Right. I was going, and I don't normally post shit from like my personal page, but I was going to post earlier this week. I didn't, but you just gave me the perfect, like, I was about to say landing strip, right? But that ain't the right word. But you just gave me the perfect spot to land with this thing, right? I was talking to somebody, a chief, and he was telling me like he lost his fire, right? He was saying like the last time he had it was when he was trying to make chief, right? And chief was a goal, right? Chief was a goal. Chief was something he looked at with high regard, but it's like he made chief, kind of lost his fire, right? And it made me think about people that's looking at like that rank, and not necessarily him, but it made me think about people that's looking at like that rank, like the pinnacle, like that's the W, right? It's not, it's access to more responsibility, right? Access to a higher level of responsibility. So, so you make chief now, you now could get in rooms that you probably couldn't get in as a first class, or your voice might carry a little bit more in those rooms. You make senior chief, right? Same, more than before. You make master chief, same, more than before. These are not the destinations, they're merely like the launch pads for what you can do next, and then whatever you could do next should, in my opinion, is for the sailors, right? Even if you're a maintenance master chief, in my opinion, and some maintenance master chiefs could, cuss me out, but the higher rank you get, like, I just believe that like it's for the sailors, right? So, but like somebody came and talked to me recently in my office, and they were like, because I was explaining to them that I hadn't had a moment to like, I was looking at an instruction, and I was telling them I hadn't had a moment to look at it. I was like, so this conversation we having is probably going to be shorter than expected because I do want to look at this. And he was like, nah, mission first. And I'm like, mission first is you. Like, I'm like, your mission first. Like, you like 100% of my job today is the sailors at the command. Like, it's not like 92 to 8%. It's 100. My job is the sailors, and I think that's the natural progression. So, and I'm saying that, and some of that stuff might sound scattered, but it's like when you start looking at like these like higher levels of rank as like higher levels of access to do more with what you have, it gets a little different, right? Because then it's not like that's the win. That ain't the fucking win. That's the next step in order to, in order to carry on more and more and more. So, you just made me think of that though. So, and then we just got that culture, Damon, that I think people put, and we talk about this on a podcast for the last 6 years, but people put way too much in making that rank, man. Like, way too much. And you kind of forget, like, you always, in my opinion, like from third class up, and from E1 up, like, you've always had that goal in mind. But from like E5 and up, like, man, I've been leading sailors. You know? I just got more and more and more and more and more. I also had a moment when I thought I was going to make chief, and I didn't make chief first time up. But then from then on, any other rank I made, man, I happened to make it. Like, I wasn't like, shit, I ain't make senior chief. I ain't make fucking, like, them other ranks, man. It kind of was what it was, man. My job set was not changing. I was taking care of my sailors, leading sailors.
I tell you, man, boy, when Damo, you were just talking about like killing the fire, man. Like, that's, man, I look at that in a light that's so different, man, because I feel like ain't nobody or nothing killing my fire. That's just my personal thing. Like, you start killing my fire, right? But I'll tell you this, man, a lot of times when something kills your fire, it normally something happens, right? Something happens, like you can become a chief and you find out real quick, it's other motherfuckers in this mess that's pretty good too, right? And you may not get what you think you deserve sometimes, and you get, man, you might be a P and man, I should be an MP or EP. But no, I mean, there's some people out there maybe doing something better than you. Then you kind of lose like, man, I'm not even getting the knowledge. Ain't nobody even listening to my voice. So it kind of kill your fire. But I say this to all of that, man. If you taking care of sailors, right, and you come in there with the right energy and bring the right stuff every time, your evaluations and everything that owed to you is going to come your way, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to come your way. And I want to dive right back real quick. I hate to change this subject real quick, but I want to go back to the rodeo thing real quick.
Yeah, no, please do, yeah.
Yeah, so on the rodeo thing, why I like it in a sense. Not saying it's all be all, but I like it in a sense because I think it's more to it when it comes to first classes coming over there and getting their package reviews. I think it's a mentor side of that too that I think is great. Right? I think coming over there, talking to people in your rating or outside your rating and you having these great conversations, not like you can't have it anyway, right?
Yeah.
But that's one of those things that I think is great. And a lot of times we don't get the chance to do that because it's scheduled. And I'm big on if it ain't scheduled, it ain't happen, right? So if I feel like that's a good time to have those conversations. And also, I like the reviews and the rodeos because putting more eyes on something you may have missed, man. Like little dates, little numbers, little whatever. You could have missed that by having just you looking through your stuff, right? What I mean by that, like evals, and you may have missed a week or 2 weeks or 3 or whatever the case may be. So I think that's good for it also. But the rodeo thing, man, like I kind of see where you guys coming from, but I kind of like it because I like talking to sailors and I like not more than just your package though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, to our brother's point, man, he said, correct if I'm wrong, bro, you said you like it when you get someone outside of your rate to look at your package, right?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, the year I made it, the best advice I got was from a corpsman master chief. And just the way that I should have not put an enclosure in and just the way that I wrote and spoke about the uniqueness of my seashore flow. Mm-hmm. What she gave me, it was the one bit of advice that I really used and put forward, and I got selected that year. And I really think that was what got me over the hump. The way that I articulated the circumstance of my seashore rotation.
Yeah, I agree with Aaron about don't just depend on it. Like, don't only do the rodeo. I also agree with Alex about like you ain't gotta do the PowerPoint every time. You know what I'm saying? I also agree with Damon about just having a place of a place to get together, right? Just, you know, a place to kind of have people come together, congregate or whatever. I'm neutral about it. Like, me personally, I prefer sitting with somebody one-on-one and looking through that record, right? That's what I prefer. Like us two on a computer chop, maybe we got, I'm not a coffee dude, but that's the easiest thing I could use as an example, right? You know, maybe we got some coffee, chilling, you know, I probably got a coconut water or something, but, and we just looking through your record, finding things, you know, or you dropped off some stuff to me and I got some time and then you're going to come back and we're going to chop it up and talk about it. That's the way I prefer doing it. But I'm not, I don't have any issues with the rodeos. I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't been to many of them, you know, but I've looked at many a record, but I haven't been to many rodeos, man.
Well, you can come to ours. There'll be one in Bethesda. So we look forward to seeing you, CMC.
Okay.
You just volunteered yourself.
Right. Well, hey, so I got a question.
Alex has something though, man.
Okay.
No, I just think the best advice, not to like change topics, the best advice I've gotten is when I've reached out to like that board membership and just kind of had those like one-on-one interviews with via email, or sometimes they'll like hit me up like, hey, hit me up on Teams, and like then they'll really like bust it down for you, like, and that's kind of the best advice I got. Like, but like you kind of said about the rodeos as well, like some of the best part is just like networking. You waiting in line to get this Master Chief to look at your package, and they're like talking to the person behind you, like, hey, what you got? I got this. Oh shit, I ain't got that. Damn. Like, like that's some of the best advice you get too as well. Like, oh, let me take a look at your career summary letter. You got a career summary letter? Nah, somebody told me don't do this. Like, well, I got one. You got one. Let me see what you got on there. All right, cool. Dang, I didn't think about putting that on there. Yeah, you should put that on there. Like, some of them, just like you said, some of the simple networking that you can get can be beneficial as well.
Yeah, you just dropped another jewel, man. You be dropping the hidden jewels. Another hidden jewel here is reach out to people, schedule time with them, right? Get on their calendar so they could create space for you, right? I think that's vital in getting the help you need from people. I get, and the reason why I guess it's coming from a personal standpoint, because I get hit up a lot about things, and a lot of times when I get hit up, I think people don't factor time in. Like, yo, I got work to do, I got family, I got other things happening in my life. I would love to like stop everything and like, focus on you and what you got going on. Unfortunately, I can't. So it's good to work with people, and I'm really bad at scheduling too. Like I'm just so busy. Like my shit be so busy. But yeah, just get with people and stuff like that. What I wanted to get to though, what made you cross rate?
It was a multitude of things that happened at the same time, which is really rare in the Navy. So I was the prior AWF on the C2s. Shout out to the C2s. They are the last C2 is getting decommissioned. C2 squadron is getting decommissioned in September, I believe. So my previous command, I was on C2s. Talked to the detail. I was like, yo, send me back to the East Coast. I was in San Diego at the time. He's like, no, you're going to go to V-22. So I was like, all right. Regardless of what you heard about the V-22s or the stories, the accidents, it's a very safe plane. Some of the incidents that have happened kind of not make it seem like it's worse than it is, but it's a very safe plane. So I went to FRS in San Diego, got sent out to HX-21. Going there, I realized like the V-22 is really not for me. And a part of it is just kind of me being, at the time I was 13, 14 years in, and I've been doing C2s for those 13, 14 years. So like,
yeah,
you kind of old guy stuck in your old ways, trying to learn new tricks and like, why I got to do this? Why I got to do that? And then at the same time, when I checked into that squadron, HX-21, I was a new guy on board. I had a fresh 36. There's only 36 enlisted sailors there. So we didn't have a NC. We had, command career counselor as a collateral. So I was a new guy there. They handed me that position, Master Chief Lee. And I didn't know anything about that program at all. Like, all I knew was just sign here for my reenlistment. That's the extent I knew about command career counselors. But the more I got into it, like, I loved it. Like, I just get to take care of sailors, and then just like the intrinsic rewards you was getting from that, just like, and it's crazy because like all you're doing is just kind of like putting together 1306 for sailors and submitting it. And like they came up to you, oh, thank you for all the help, man. I really appreciate it. It's like, bro, all I just really did is just submit this for you. Like you did most of the leg work.
Yeah.
But the intrinsic rewards from that was just like, I don't know, it filled my cup and it overfilled my cup. And so while that was going on, I got this growing love for helping sailors out. I'm flying, I'm not really flying. I started having issues with my back. To make a long story short, the flight doc told me basically if I have to go 2 months without having any back pains, which wasn't going to happen. So I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this package. So it all kind of happened at the same time with me not enjoying flying, having back issues, and just my love for like helping sailors and just like career development, sailorization. So I just dropped the package and cross-rated. So, kind of not, I don't know, being 15 years in now, cross-rating, I felt like I was kind of had everything I needed just from speaking to previous Master Chiefs to be where I need to be for Chief.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, this is where I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm letting go of all that and just kind of focusing on just doing what I love now. Like, not chasing the rank or not chasing the rank or anything. So, and just enjoying helping sailors. That's my primary duty now. So I love that. Wanted to do it full time.
Yeah, well, you grow as a leader, right? And your returns change, and that's
Right.
another conversation I was having with about what the fire with the Damon about how the fire goes out. It's like maybe you need to shift where you're getting your returns from. You know, when I was an EM3, my returns came from fixing equipment.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a EMC, my returns came from watching my people fix equipment and achieve things. As an EM senior chief, it came from like watching the department and the ship, get better. As a CMC, the returns come from every advance that the command makes. So you grow as a leader and your returns change, and you gotta know that you've worn out that last return. You know what I mean? And that's another shout out to D-Guts, who learned that, hey, I'm done here. Let me produce a podcast and see how far, we could take it with Ariana.
Mm.
I shout out to aviation, but aviation got a lot of acronyms, man. Aviation don't play about the acronyms. It'd be like, I was on an HTX over at VSE.
Hey,
we hit
Damo, I had to learn when I was down at PAX. I had like a little binder of all these acronyms, and it was getting added. And I'm like, man, what's your DRB on that? DRB? What are you talking about? Nah, not that kind of DRB. I'm like, what? Telling you, man.
Hey, Damo, they be killing me, bro. They be killing me. But I will throw this out there. I will say this though about all the acronyms and things, man. My CO and XO saved me, man. I don't know if they was thinking about me when I say they saved me, but they did. So they be having all these briefs and stuff, with all the equipment and everything that goes on. They have briefs.
Yeah.
And if they throw an acronym out, my CO was like, "What's that acronym?" Boy, he don't know how much he was helping me by saying that, man. Because I didn't know what the hell. Still don't know what the hell they be saying in there, man.
Yeah, I did that shit when I got to my last command. Some people was tight up in there. I'm like, y'all got to go through every acronym. We ain't doing this. So you dropped another jewel, Alex. Another jewel you dropped was the new. We have never talked about this yet, right? But an unsung hero at every command is the new guy. Right, the new guy, a lady, right? There's no gender or sex we can put on this. The new guy dump. the new guy dump is classic at every command. Like we got a BMC coming already. We got BMC coming. He ain't here yet. He don't know this yet. He got about 2 collaterals.
He already on the 1301.
He got about 2 collaterals already. Like, damn, we do need another dapper. BMC.
Yeah.
Simeo, fresh time for Simeo.
Hey, Alex, I just text the person who dumped you, Master Chief Lee. I was like, yo, man, I'm talking right now. He's like, that's my guy. He up next. I bet he is. You ain't gave him one of them damn collaterals, man.
Coming to command with a 5-piece. So we got you a heavy collateral with the command. You're going to be the dapper, right? But then we also need a OPSEC coordinator. We gonna throw you there. MWR need a new whatever. We gonna like.
I got a new chief coming. That's second. He about to be second man. He don't even know it.
Yeah.
He got a TS? Oh yeah, we in there, baby.
You saying it too? Like when they talking, like, what we gonna do? Shit. BMC, man. It's like, dude, you don't even know dude's situation yet.
Right.
That fleet temp stock is real. He was over there. He could do it.
And one other thing about the new guy is that can make and break your career. If you get in there, you be hitting with about 2 collateral duties and you kick ass, you good the rest of your 3 years. But if you don't,
Damon, Damon, you real. Hey, welcome aboard. Pee my ass. Nah, bro. Nah.
Because when you're the new guy, you don't really want to say no. You try to make a good first impression.
Exactly.
I got that hail.
It is.
I got you.
I got that hail. Hey, y'all, I'm here. Came, man. Happy to be here, man. Let me know if you need anything. Bet.
Hey, how about when they try to hit you with that? if you need me to do it, I'll do it.
Yes, bro. I didn't call you while you was on house hunting because I didn't need you, bro.
The new guy and the guy retiring both say that.
Man.
I had a guy, he was about to retire, he's like, yo, man, please don't ask me to do anything. But you know I'm going to do it. But please don't ask me. Please don't.
Yeah.
People retiring they be trying to. The only like voice of reason for the new guy be like their spouse. Right? Like 3 months into it, the dude's like, yo, my wife, man. She told me. You know it's true. Hey, what else we got, man? I don't even gotta elaborate because that's y'all know what that is. Like, yo, my wife told me, man. I like I didn't jump in too quick.
We got a note about the VA disability discussion that's happening. I got some notes consolidated, could run through it. That's a kind of a serious pivot, but we could talk about it because it does affect us.
Was this? I got a question for you. So something came out about this a couple of days ago. Was this updated like a day or two after? Was it like an update, like an updated change?
It was the VA. Well, I'll go through. The VA said effective this month, February, these changes are going to start to go into effect.
Yeah. I saw somebody post it like, because before you go, I want to make sure we straight. I saw somebody post it like an update from the VA of whatever the recently announced change was, and they under what they wrote was like they heard us and took action.
Yes,
they paused because
they paused.
The veteran community, the organizations, nonprofits, influencers, politicians, everybody was like, hey, this needs. That's what caused it to pause.
Okay, so, you know anything about this, Alex?
No, I just know the changes, and I've been, just scouring the social medias. I've been seeing everybody kind of in a little uproar about their changing ratings and whatnot. So things might be getting changed.
All right, so take it away, bro.
I'm gonna jump in. I'll pause if I'm going too long. All right, so the VA Disability Ratings 2026 updates. So the middle of this month, February, the VA published an interim final rule that would have allowed examiners to reduce disability ratings if medication successfully manages a veteran's symptoms. So I say again, right? So they're saying that if you are prescribed something and it's working, that could affect your VA disability percentage. The rule stated if medication lowers the level of functional impairment, the rating should reflect the improved state rather than the baseline severity without drugs. So they're saying if the medication of what you prescribed is helping you, then you should not get the same initial rating you got. So if you got 50% for something and you're prescribed whatever medication because of that, and it helps to improve your day-to-day condition, well, you know what? Okay, we could go from 50% to 10%. The current status. So after various veteran service organizations and members of Congress, the VA announced on the 19th that it would not enforce the new rule now or in the future. So for right now, the ratings remain protected from reductions based solely on the effectiveness of medication. So it's just, they came to a standstill. But the main discussion point for that was that if you were prescribed something and it improved your day-to-day condition, not cured it, but improved your day-to-day condition, it could have been grounds for an examiner to adjust your VA disability rating. I have more, but I'll just anchor it. And what's your thoughts on that right there?
Oh yeah, it's kind of a lot more, man. Like they talking about it, like things that if you can be like, if you at 10%, 20%, you can freaking not have VA no more. Mm-hmm. It talked about taxing the VA disability.
I've got more on that too.
Then it talked about the age, which I thought was huge. Right, once you get to a certain age and start drawing Social Security, they may take your VA disability. That was being talked about too.
It's been thrown around. So I continue. Alex, you got anything you want to jump on that, bro? Or?
Nah, this ain't my specialty. I ain't gonna lie.
The NC, I'm gonna read up on it.
I got
Damo, you got anything?
Yeah, just two things. One, my overall thought, right? Damo, leave vets alone. We served the country and did what we had to do, right? But then my second thing is this: a lot of people been scamming to get the fucking VA money and all that.
I got you, bro. They've been full of shit.
Yeah, a lot of people been fraud, waste, and abusing with that shit and finding secrets to get it. And it's like the VA joint to me is like the what's the training we gotta do? Senior JPME, PPME. I look at VA like PPME, bro. Like
Damo killing us right now, bro.
Who really the best rapper since Big ain't here?
Oh man,
I look at it like PPME, to be honest. I mean, and the thing is, like, but my first point was like, leave vets alone. Like, let us take advantage of the system. Like, let us pass around the PPME cheat sheet. You know what I mean? Like,
man.
And I'm just saying that because it's true. Like, ain't a lot of people don't do PPME, bro.
Yeah, they don't for the right reason. Everybody can't be like me. I'm a dork. Hey, I like discussing dime and like everybody don't want to do that, bro. I'm gonna jump in some more with some of the discussion about overhauls to ratings. So the VA, they're trying to finalize long-awaited updates on the schedule for rating disabilities, or VA SRD, for specific body systems. So of note, mental health. A new 5-function domains, quote unquote, model is replacing the old occupational and social impairment standard. The minimum rating will be 10%, eliminating 0% ratings, and it'll be easier to reach 70% or 100% without proving total inability to work.
Mm-hmm.
So, in layman's terms, I mean, it's hard to quantify tangibly what affects mental health. So I don't want to say it's an honor system, but they're taking more into account of what's reported rather than trying to dive into things cognitively.
Yeah, am I tripping, or is it sounding like it'd be kind of easier to get a rating, a little faster to get a rating than it's been in the past? Am I tripping, or is that what you just said?
That's money.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Money. Sleep apnea is a major one.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ratings.
Hold on. I'm so late with this. Hey, look.
I'm not the one you think I am, brother. I will take 20 years of the military and beat your ass.
And I put that on M-Fast, D-Fast, and your mama ass. Yeah.
There we go. Sleep apnea. Let's go. Where we at?
Man, this curveball I'm going to throw him is going to be so bad. All right, here we go.
Here we go, man.
Hey, cue the Mace. I want to respect you joint. Just wait, just hold that. Okay. Yeah. Some kid in the back. All right, sleep apnea. Ratings will likely shift to be based on responsiveness to treatment. Under proposed rules, a veteran whose symptoms are well managed by a CPAP might see their 50% rating drop to 10% or 0% for future claims.
I don't respect him at all. You never shake his hand, bro. Shake his hand. I'll shake the room before I shake his hand, bro. That's just.
I want to respect you, but I can't, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because
what we talking about?
They're crazy.
What we talking about, man?
I told you the curveball was real.
That was curveball, man.
Hey, Alex, when
that's a lot of people.
That's bunk. Wow. That's bunk.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my CPAP right now that I need to use. You know, for more consistency.
You better start using it.
Right.
It don't matter because you sleeping better. Like I'm not. Yeah. I done went to 3 masks. I had the nose joint, the Darth Vader. I can't.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Damo? You look like somebody punched you in the stomach, man. What's up, yo?
I just read up on my CPAP, brand new, fresh CPAP equipment, man. Ready to break it out, get better sleep. Yeah, when you break out your new CPAP equipment, like you know you about to get a good joint that night. Like it's about to be a good 8. The fresh, clean tank, the brand new hose. Is that Amari making noise? Like, it's a kid in the background of our podcast. Do y'all hear it?
That's me. Sorry.
The kids, boy. So they do it.
But
there's more.
I'm one of them. I'm sorry, but I'm one of them. Like, cross the bridge when I get there kind of people. Like, it is what it is kind of people. Like, I don't really complain about much. Like, it's just the way the world kind of happens, and it just happens when I happen to get fucking sleepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So for the sleep apnea, how do they know if you're getting better or not? There's like some data linked to the machine, or you just got to go and tell them?
No, machine got everything, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So the machine snitching.
The machine,
There it got me like, bro, you went 2 weeks, you ain't used it. You went 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. What you doing there, CMC Paul?
Don't let the weather be changing. That shit be sweating inside the CPAP, man. I'm done with that right now.
I tell you this, man. Like, I went back probably by 3 weeks ago and talked to my doctor. Hey, this shit ain't helping me, man. Like, I'm still not sleeping. I'm still sleeping 3-4 hours or whatever. So she sends me back, right? So I goes back over there, and I shit you not, right? This lady put my mask on for me. Like, she put it all on, tied up, because she wanted to see my pressure, right? So she wanted to check my pressure. So I told her I think it's pressure issue because I can feel my chest be hurting after I wake up and shit. Like, I feel like it's pressure's too high. But bro, she put this thing on my head and she tightened everything up. And I promise you, she said, you don't have to adjust this no more, right? Yeah. Ever since she did that, I know shit, it don't come off my face, bro. It don't do none of that stuff no more like it normally do. But guess what happened, Damo? I got all new equipment. Switched it out, and now I got leaks all over the place again, bro. Like, it's just crazy.
Where you keep your distilled water?
Right on the floor, right there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at mine right now. Staring at me. But I got some more. This might go more to Alex. Tinnitus. The VA promotes eliminating tinnitus as a standalone 10% rating, instead treating it as a symptom of an underlying hearing loss condition. UAW, bro. I know your hearing gotta be jacked.
Absolutely. Just for the people that I've talked to, I don't know if I can say this, but they say just use, it's not just tendonitis, but make sure you have like secondaries with your tendonitis as well. Like you get anxiety, the ringing in your ear is just constant all day. It causes migraines. Like, you get anxiety about going to sleep because it wakes you up in the middle of your sleep. So yeah, they're getting rid of tinnitus, but make sure you also document those secondaries. That's the big heavy hitters when it comes to your ratings. That's a good thing about being NC. Like, when these people come back for their medical appointments and examinations, I'll be writing that stuff down. Like, what you said? What they gave you? Like, so I'm going to start making a little playbook and a little cheat book and just pass that along. That's going to be about, like, my turnover. Like, hey.
That's why they changing the game, man. You put it, like, right on top of it, write PPME notes, man. Just put PPME notes on top of that.
Yeah, man. But there's a lot. There's also some things talking about, like Damon was talking about, taxing, cost of living, COLA, federal income tax changes, disability. You know, we can go down all this. I will recommend this. I looked up things and then I consolidated and then I bounced it in AI. So for AI, for listeners, just go up on Gemini or chat and just pull up relevant stories about veterans' disability percentages being affected, and then follow up that question with what I put, and just what are the potential effects to the PACT Act and cost of living taxation, and you'll go from there.
Yeah,
but it's a lot, and Damo got a sneaky look on his face. He typing something. Okay.
Hey.
What you had, David?
I just wanted to throw one more thing in there about how much money you make, though. That's go. It says something about if you get your VA and then you make a certain amount of money can affect how much you get back also.
Yeah, they got, summary of major 2026 tax exemptions. They list Georgia, California, Virginia, Illinois, the whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I got smoke for Damo, man, because anytime I talk to Damo about politics, like, yeah, man, I ain't listening to that, man. And I always say, if you don't do politics gonna do you. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, you be up to date, man. You just don't like doing the activist thing, but you gotta stay plugged in, man.
Aaron couldn't just say he ran it through ChatGPT, man. He had to say, hey, I looked it up. I
Damn right.
consolidated it. Didn't I? Bounced it off ChatGPT.
Yep.
Like, Aaron ain't playing with y'all. Man. I keep trying to tell y'all, Aaron ain't playing with y'all, man.
He started that shit off at ChatGPT, Damo.
Nope. I ran it through ChatGPT. Then I belched it and consolidated.
I went to congress.gov, right?
Yeah.
I look up on C-SPAN. I told y'all. And then I start going.
Yeah.
And then, I went to the AI.
Yeah.
Damon.
We actually talked through this. I got to get back to a couple more things about you, Alex. Before that, though, did any of y'all see, and y'all probably didn't, but did any of y'all see this video? It was on X, and it was like the cops, they went into a frat house while these guys were getting hazed. None of y'all saw this?
I did see it.
You did? You saw it?
And unless my daughter sent it to me, I don't be up to date, man.
Listen, I don't know why this is a thing, right? You know what I'm saying? The cops go in this frat house, bro, and these dudes, they in like a room, look like a basement or something. It's about 20, 25 dudes, somewhere between 15 and 20 dudes in this room. They all quiet, look like they got like, they covered in some oil or ketchup. People were saying, it was hard to see what they were covered in, but dripping in something.
Hey, yo.
Bro,
yeah, I mean,
it was wild,
an
bro.
AO moment.
It was wild.
Initiation's like frat shit, right? So the cops, they telling the dudes to leave. Like, yo, get out of here. The dudes ain't moving, bro. Like they ain't
scared straight.
Yeah. So then the cops go upstairs and get who I guess, and I don't know frat speak or college speak, but I guess they get like the dudes that's already been initiated or whatever, the dudes that's upstairs. Them dudes come down and the cops like, yo, do y'all know what's going on? Them dudes like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know who to talk to. This ain't our house. We don't got the dude number who house it is. Meanwhile, the dudes in the room, they never leaving. I'm like, yo, them frat boys don't play, bro. I'm sure somebody got arrested that day.
They had all type of shit on them though, man. That part, it was wild. That shit like out of the movies, man. Like how they was standing in that room, in that corner, and how they was like standing up like that. And I think some of them were like blindfolded and shit too. It was crazy. But you know what? You know my biggest question is, Damo, is this for Alex, man. Like I know why I saw the video, right? I know why I looked it up, right?
Yeah.
But I want to know how Alex looked it up. I looked it up because Damo, you posted it, you put it in there. That's why I went and looked at it. But Alex, why the hell you look at that? How you find that video?
I'm in a fraternity, so fraternity stuff shows up on my algorithm. Yeah,
got you.
Every now and then it'll show up on my algorithm. Yeah. But I'm in Alpha Phi Alpha is a non-hazing organization. I just want to put that out there, you know. But I understand. I see, you know, those guys were probably scared straight. I never went through anything like that. Somebody probably told them, don't ever leave that room. And they knew there probably was going to be consequences if they left the room. But that's just what I'm assuming. So that's why they did not leave that room. But
I'm sure that was a non-hazing organization too.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know many fraternities these days that still haze. But I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
That's nicely played, brother. I can only speak for man. Nice with it.
So when you go? What's the name of it? Ain't it like when'd you pledge? Yeah,
spring 2007.
Ooh, long time.
Yeah,
were you in college?
Southern University.
Okay, all right. So you holding it down? That ain't just a shirt.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right.
Okay.
He just went HBCU game, man. He actually living that life.
You did college before the Navy?
Yes, I did. I did 4 years at Southern. I got my degree in secondary education and concentration biology. I taught school for 2 years and I absolutely hated it. I realized managing other people's kids. 10th grade biology, high school.
Cool.
10th grade is what age?
15, 16.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to do what you don't want to do when I retire. Damn, all right, well.
Craziest moment in school, like student moment.
Bro, they don't respect nothing. It ain't no single crazy moment. And I can imagine imagine how it is today with like the evolution of the cell phone and whatnot. And back in 2008, 2009 timeframe, like most 15-year-olds didn't have a cell phone, like maybe one or two, but like all of them got it now. Bro. And Lord have mercy if you try to take that cell phone away from them. Mom and daddy coming down. What video?
You saw the video where the teacher tried to take the girl's cell phone and she pepper sprayed his ass?
What she did? Beat him up? Yeah, I can imagine that.
Pepper sprayed him like 3 times.
Yeah.
He's sitting there in the middle of the hallway. Just, I can't imagine.
Well, Alex, were you teaching in New Orleans?
I started teaching at East St. John.
In New Orleans?
Yeah.
That's the problem right there.
Nah.
Bro. That's
It ain't got nothing with the school. It's if you teaching in New Orleans, Philadelphia, Oakland, yo, man, yo.
Bro, that shit.
Where you want to teach at?
Maryland.
What part? Baltimore?
Hell no.
He's teaching Bethesda, dog. Right
I say that.
I'm gonna get to Baltimore. No disrespect. No disrespect to Baltimore.
I got Baltimore taking care of 2 of my children right now. But the Baltimore mayor, you seen that clip about the community?
I saw the clip where the dude was like,
he's like, you talk about going to the community. What if the community? And we don't condone the use of that word.
Yeah,
but the mayor was like,
he was holding in his last. People try to judge him. We don't condone the use of that word, but yeah, the people try. I saw that video.
Oh,
all right. So teaching 14, 15-year-old children back in 2007. So going from that to AWF. Was like Navy like? Did you have like a? Damon kind of said it earlier. Did you have like an activist Aaron moment, like a fuck it moment, like
an activist Aaron moment?
Was it like, yo, fuck it, I'm done with this shit. I'm going to the military. Like, what made you choose the military?
I had a friend that was in the military. They were MA, and we kept in contact and whatnot. And they just kind of sold it to me, like, I want to try the military, and I was like, all right, cool. The AWF aspect. I wanted to be an MA as well. I didn't really know much about the jobs. I just know MA, that just sounds popular and trendy. When I went to MEPS, they told me it was going to be 18 months before I leave. I was like, nah, I'm really trying to get out here a little sooner. He just like asked me, I don't know if he asked me because of my race, but he's like, can you swim? I was like, yeah. And was like, can you run your 1.5 miles? I was like, yeah. Cool, I'm going to give you this AWF job. I was like, okay, what's the AWF? He's like, yeah, you're going to be assisting with flying the planes. Absolute lie. But I was like, yeah, you can get out here in 2 months. I was like, cool, I'll take it. So that's how I got AWF. I didn't really know what I was be doing. I just knew I would be flying on something.
Yeah.
Damn recruiters.
How was the culture shock when you saw? You know exactly what culture shock I'm talking about there, Alex. In the community, you know what I'm saying?
It's a very close-knit community. It's it's a tight, close-knit community. So it was interesting. Kind of learn thing. You put me on the spot, bro. You had to learn how to navigate. Learn how to navigate your lane and deal with certain things. So it was interesting.
I got a question for you in that same vein, right? Because so Damon joined the Navy straight out of like high school, right? Mm-hmm. Aaron joined the Navy pretty much straight out of high school too, right, Aaron? Am I off on that?
Yep.
I joined the Navy not too. I graduated high school, or that's my little. I could kind of throw that in there. I graduated high school early, so I ain't joined straight out of high school. It took me a couple years, but I was like 19, right? Okay. I don't think we've had the perspective or the thought process of the seller that like went to college, had a career job, and then joined the Navy to become a fucking E1 or whatever it was, went to boot camp and was treated like everybody else at boot camp. Like, I was just a teacher 2 months ago. I had a career. Crazy. I graduated college. I'm a part of a frat. Like, what's your brain, like, how's your brain working when you're getting into this new military environment when you've already accomplished a little bit of like life and whatever we deem to be the American dream?
So like going into boot camp, like I didn't know anything about it. Like I didn't have any friends or family that like, I like to have organic experiences. So I don't want to be influenced by a lot of people. So I wasn't like doing my research and went there. I went to boot camp. I didn't know like any rank or anything like that. Like I was mad fresh and just like clean slate, blank canvas. So boot camp wasn't that bad. Like I think for me being older, it was kind of being in the room with the 18 and 19-year-olds that was a little older, that was a little annoying. I was 25, I believe. My RDCs were kind of chill with me. I think they could spot out like who's the older people in the group. So they kind of like lean on them to be like section leaders and all that other stuff like whatnot, and RPOC and all that. But I don't know, just being older, coming in, working with younger generations, like you just be like, less for the bullshit. That's about it, you know. But just kind of always just do what you're told kind of mentality, and just kind of keep your head down. That's what everybody like. That's one thing that my recruiters told me: just do it your head down, put your head down, grind it out, and you'll do all right. So that's kind of the mentality I've kept throughout my whole career, and it's worked out a little bit.
Yeah, because you didn't have to come of age in the military like we all did.
No.
We came, and I'm speaking for all of us because they joined at young ages, but we came of age. We were like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Like we learned about like who we were as men and about life in this thing. And you kind of came in already. You in boot camp across from some 18-year-old who never had a job, in their life. You go to your first command and you a new report, and you might be getting led by a third class or a second class or whatever that is younger than you and way less experienced at life than you as well. And for me, that got to be a humbling thing.
Yeah, it was humbling, but I don't mind it. Like, I know about having deference, just respect for those who came before you, whether it's just time, age, rank, rate, like that. So I'm a huge person on deference, so that never really bothered me. And I always try to be like a sponge and just kind of soak up information from everybody. So whether you're junior, you're senior, we're equal, we're peers. So I never had that problem. So I always kind of try to soak up things.
Yeah. Do you see yourself stopping at 20 or going past 20? I know that's like a CDB question.
No. Because I recently I've been pretty adamant about I'm not doing more than 20. But I've recently kind of just changed. I've kind of like bought into like drinking the juice of the Navy and whatnot. And pause, my bad.
It wasn't a second moment. It's more like I know those thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so I think I will go past 20 if I can see a path for me to be a CMC. That's the goal for me right now. I want to be a CMC. And
just gotta make Master Chief now.
I gotta make Chief first, right?
Yeah, you're gonna make it first time up. I'm calling right now.
That's the goal, but
that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
If I can see a viable path or not, like just a possibility of a path, then I'll probably stand past 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of like a recent change for me in my life. I don't know. I just had some very dynamic CMCs. My tour at HX-21 with Master Chief Lee, Master Chief Lampersona, and they've changed like my outlook on the Navy and just I got so much game for them too.
Lampersona, that's my dude, man.
Yeah,
that's my guy, man. That's bro. Yeah, I know he put some good. I know he gave y'all some good.
I got a notebook full of gems and one-liners that he said.
Hey, you lucked out because going from lead to Lampersona, that's like calm, chill. Then you got Lampersona's more like the fire brimstone.
Yeah.
So you seen what right looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even got, I still right down the street got mentored by Master Chief Woodall as well. So man, I had some.
I wouldn't put too much in what he'd be talking about.
Yeah. Well, so it sounds like you said you got a notebook of gems, right? Is it like right there where you are? Is it right by you?
No, it's not. No. It's packed up in a box, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hogus, High Octane, Give a Shit. Yeah, that was his favorite.
Yep. Yeah. That is him.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy how like you could be thinking one way and then like just get around the good like vibes and like that shit could just change.
I feel like those two were the first time I had true mentors in my Navy career at 14 years in. Like, I think my problem was I had friends that were just ranked higher than me, and I would call them mentors, but they really weren't. But it's like those two people were somebody who kind of poured into me. They coached me, they developed me, they mentored me, and they did a lot of correcting on me. But Yeah, they definitely like changed my outlook of how I view the Navy and what I want to be in the Navy.
Yeah, and
That's good stuff.
Yeah, and the special thing about some special people like that is it's intentional. Like they on a mission to be that person. You know what I mean? And I don't knock people like that. Like that's just intentionally on a mission to be that person. I mean, I don't know how you approach the thing, Damon, but I know like every opportunity now and I have, it's an opportunity to impart something on somebody so that we could push this thing further and further.
Yeah. You know what, man? Alex said something earlier, man, that I wanted to hit on, but we kind of like moved on from it, man. When you said that you like doing what you're doing now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how, like, I know how important it is to want to come to work every day, right? That's the big difference, man. When you want to come to work and do your job at a high level, man, that's going to work itself out. Yeah. Right? Like I love like getting up. I know I'm finna talk to some sailors today and I know we're gonna, do this and do that. I got some CDBs going on. That gets me going. Right? Mm-hmm. So when I come in the building, so I'm gonna put what we learn about life. If you like doing something, you're gonna put your best foot forward every time. Because you like doing it, right? Yeah. So now I think when you cross-rating, you're doing the things you're doing now, you like doing it. So I can see you putting your best foot forward every time you step into the building, man. So keep that shit going and everything else going to pay its way, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Damon. The battle must be fought anew every day. Right? That's the quote that I had on my wall.
Let me write that down. Let me write that one down. The battle must be fought every day.
The battle must be fought anew every day.
Okay.
Right. All right. I'm gonna take a break in this conversation and talk about expectation politics. This is the last time I want to talk about expectation politics, though. So we posted a clip on TikTok. The last clip we posted, it was from our last episode where we were talking about making. What were we talking? If you let people see your charge book in your vessel,
right? Yeah.
And somebody jumped on here, and shout out to this person. No hate, no discontent, or nothing like that. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But I just want to talk about expectation politics. So somebody posted on there, they said, of all the conversations to be had, you guys are talking about if you allow the lower enlisted to look inside your box. The first thing that I want to say before I even get into like the conversation we had was it never was about lower enlisted. So that person kind of, just so you know, you cherry picked lower enlisted from a conversation that it wasn't. It was just about non-chiefs. The question was about non-chiefs. But your sentiment is still the same, right? Of all conversations we had, you guys talk about this, right? So, my initial response there was pretty much, my initial response was, we are a Navy lifestyle podcast. We talk about our entire experience as sailors. I asked the person, like, have you ever listened to an entire episode, or have you just been able to catch the clips on socials? And then they pretty much, it was a longer conversation. Oh, no. My first response was, you do listen to our podcast and know we talk about everything, right? Like it's not like just this thing. And then the person said, my bad. I thought this was a Sailorization focused podcast and touched on things that could make a positive impact in the naval environment. Belay my last, right? And then, then that's when I said, no, we're a Navy lifestyle podcast. We talk about our entire experience as sailors. Have you ever listened to an entire episode, or have you just been able to catch the clips? No, judge, just asking. And then their response was, no, when I listen to podcasts, it's more self-help or politics. But what clips you choose to promote your podcast still speaks volumes, right? So that's what they said. And then I said, damn, we just try to bury the clips. We reviewed the new J. Cole album on this episode. I definitely consider clipping that up too. I hope that all of our listeners still pull some good stuff from the episodes, though. Appreciate your feedback too. All right. And this has been kind of brewing in me for a little bit. I kind of touched on it last week, and I ain't going to stick here too much. But the expectation politics are like what you think this should be, or what you think like we should be talking about. Just because this shit hit your algorithm this week in this conversation does not discount the 6 years of this that we've been doing. And in all of this, we normally start out asking each other how we doing, and we talk about everything. Like, this is meant to feel like the way me and Damon kind of started it always felt like just we down in CCS on watch and we just talking. You know, movies come up, the shit that happened in the world come up, books come up, and Navy shit come up, and we get a chance to mentor and we get a chance to help people out. We've been having some good, like, water cooler kind of conversations since Aaron been on our podcast, and some good debates in that regard too. And they create good conversations on social media too. And so it's also a part of this that I think is a feel good part. You know, somebody hit me up the other day and was like, yo, when y'all ain't drop on Monday, I was mad. I was pissed at y'all. Y'all like, and for the record, this ain't dropped. Well, for the record, next week, we not going to have an episode, y'all, next week. We're going to take a break. But yeah, some day was like, I was mad at y'all. So we serve a lot of different things, but the biggest one is just, hey, we getting on here. We are letting younger sellers know that we've been through the same shit as them. We're human too. Though leaders, we're also human, and we go through real life experiences. And some of that stuff, Jews do get dropped, you know, and maybe a lot. And I'm sure a lot of people have learned lessons from this and all of that. And that's what we are, and that's what we're going to be. We are never, ever going to register as the bullet by bullet by bullet by bullet leadership informative show. We're not. Me personally, I don't want to do that much research. like to be honest with y'all, like, I'm not trying to, because if I deliver, we had a conversation about, like, just some insider, right? We had a conversation about this, where Aaron was just talking about, with the veterans benefits and all that stuff, right? And in our conversation, we were adamant about making sure that we stick to the facts, we get good sources, and we do it the right way, right? I'm not trying to do that for, we on episode 180? Like, I'm not, we've been doing this for 6 years, man. I'm not doing that. I got work to do, man. I got shit I got to research for work, man. I got sellers, man. I'm not doing that. You know, like, we get in here, we have some fun, we have those topics, we bring guests on, and we do those kind of things. There are other sources, right? We shout out other people all the time. Like I said, we ain't shouting out my guy, but he know he is. He does it. D-Gus was doing it. I'm sure Ariana gonna do it. It's mad other people that get on and do them, like, them tidbits where they giving you bullet by bullet by bullet by bullet of facts. And we don't hate those people. It's just not us. And it's okay if, you know, that's not what you want. If you live your life and you want your everything you consume to be this informational tablet of Navy stuff for your entire life, and that's the only reason why you get on social media, okay. You know, and it's okay to not, you know, watch our clip about, do you let non-chiefs, you know, look at your vessel in your charge book? You know, and 30 other people told us it was a good topic. But that's that, and maybe I shouldn't even be harping on that, but I just wanted to say that one last time, man. This is not a leadership podcast. This is not a, like, total, it's a lifestyle podcast, Navy lifestyle podcast.
Could I add on to that, man?
Yes, please.
This is a lifestyle podcast, and like you said, it's to give the feeling of a conversation that y'all have in CCS, or if we had in a mess, or if I saw somebody and we chopped it up at the end of the child line or on the smoke pit. I don't smoke, but I'll go out there and chop it up with people. It's to emulate that, right? We do know that we're tenured people, and we has a pretty good reach, and we're leaders. So because we're leaders, our voices will carry a different amount of weight. And we think about that all the time. It's a privilege, and it's a burden, and it's a wanted burden to know that, you know, your voice can influence people. So we do try to make sure that, like you said before, we talked about the VA disability thing. We're not trying to go left, right. It's just, what is it? And talk about it. You know, you can't be on this podcast and not understand that we have opinions. Everybody knows where I lean on majority of things, right? But just understand that we take it very heavy, that we understand that our voices carry. Damon is the mayor of the people. Damon says stuff in the comments. Everybody, y'all agree with what he said. You know what I'm saying? People, they know that. It carries weight. So that goes in that conversation. So,
you know, Aaron, Damo, Alex, you know, is one of those things for me is that negativity draws all the attention, right? When someone says something negative, it always draws a lot of attention. My only take is, and my only thing, and I know Damo, and let me tell you guys something, Damo reads every freaking comment almost, man. Like he really does, right? And I know I don't. I'll be honest, I don't read every one of them, right?
Not on Facebook, bro.
Not on, but
Facebook is over.
Facebook, I just read a couple right now about that PT one.
Yeah. But I would say this though, man, like even with the comments on things you don't like or you, man, have a point though. Like we love it. We everybody not going to agree with us. We understand that, we know that. But just being negative to be negative, that's kind of gets me, man. Like if you be negative about something, then you have what you trying to be negative about. I like that. Like I love that because it's like a debate. It's like an argument. It's like, okay, I love it. But just to say some negative shit with nothing to back it, that's where it gets me at.
Yeah. And like I said, that person I'm not don't think was intentionally negative. I think it was like just expectation politics. Like, hey, we expect you to be like this. You know, it was another one before where it was like, oh my God, the CMCs are talking about this. I remember that one. It was a while ago. Yeah, so that's that. And, you know, it kind of is what it is. Hey, Damon, can you do something for AWF1? I want you to bring back an old question that you used to ask about the LPOs, man. It's from way back in the day.
That's about the LPO.
A hot running LPO and then a brand new LPO, but they've been in.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. What's your take? This is a good question, man. I love asking this question too, man. So what is your take on, say you got a 5-year LPO, right? He been in 5 years. He kicking ass, shit hot, good to go. Then you got an LPO, you got a first class that's coming in, right? Say he just he coming on board the ship or whatever. But he been in like, say 14, 15 years. But we already got this shit hot guy that's doing his thing. But now we got the LPO coming in. What's your take on that? Should he become the 15-year should become the LPO?
Hey, before you go, I meant to say NC1. I'm sorry.
It's cool. No, I don't think he should automatically, just because he's been in 14 years, he should automatically be the LPO. At the same time, those two should be working together. Like you got 14 years, 15 years. If my math is correct, that's a 9-year gap. So there's a lot that they can learn from each other. Like he can teach him the old ways. I can teach you the new ways. I'm more closer to the younger generation of how to deal with these sailors, this new generation of sailors. But I don't think just because he's been in 14 years, he should be like grandfathered into LPO. When I got this guy that's already been here, he's already been kicking ass and he's already the LPO, like I'm gonna rock with him. Now, at the same time, at any given time, like if you underperforming, now I got this guy, I got this big joke in the bag, I can put out this 14-year-old vet and put him in.
Yeah. I think, Alex, my thought was like, okay, after but say 4 or 5 months goes by and this 15-year guy is just as good, right, at what he does, right? Now, I'm not trying to persuade you anyway, but let me tell you what I think, my thought process anyway. My thought process is that this guy or girl that's been in 4 or 5 years got to the command and was probably a 3rd class or a 2nd class and just got up there, right? They came up real quick. Also, when that guy come in 14, 15 years old, what he coming to the command to do? To be.
Oh,
probably the LPO, right? He probably the LPO, right? Yeah. He's probably trying to make chief. I just want, and I'm not trying to persuade a conversation, but I want that to be a thought process, is that person is coming to the command to fill a first class building and probably the LPO when they get to the command. That's my only other thought. I just want to throw that in there, you know? So it's just something. And then you're right, like but I tell you, it happened to me before, and I after about 3 or 4 months, the person ended up taking over LPO. That happened to me. It happened like that. But that was how I was looking at things and whatever. But yeah. So yeah, that's all I got, Damo.
What would you do, Aaron? Like back in the day when you asked this question, I had a different thought. Now I got my thought changed. But what would you do, Aaron?
It's tough.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, I'm thinking about one thing. So this is what I'm thinking about. I got like my question would be who does the decision or lack thereof hurt more?
I
think I got some consideration to that. Like, who does it hurt more?
I don't think LPO is needed, but I think LPO is, I'm going to use a corny word, it's ballyhooed too much, man. I'm a person that I've made rank, and I never had LPO on my eval. Career counselor, I had Alpo, but career counselor and Department of Career Counsel was the biggest thing I showed for my leadership. Damo don't like my answer. So.
No, it's not that, right? It's just that I was going to ask you, do you think that it's not that, right? But I'm listening to you talk as a listener, right? And as a listener, I just heard you say that shit. And I'm like, do you think you're the exception? Or do you think that that's the norm?
Exception. I answer it for him.
I am the exception because I had the career counselor at Alpo, and then me doing RDC duty added to me being the exception.
Yeah. And the reason why I asked that, because some people listen, I'm sorry, Aaron, I'm going to shut up in a second. The reason why I asked that is because some people listen to us and then they get in our comments and be like, yo, y'all don't know how shit is at commands outside of y'all's commands. And they like the way y'all look at shit is different than the way it's looked at other places.
Man, if they come with that shit, look, I ain't saying that I've seen all of it or you've seen all of it. We've seen a good amount of it. We're not here by accident, man. And we got people that give us relevance that are in those positions. So when they say, y'all ain't around it, we got people that's in it. I'll be professional.
So this is basically what they saying though, Aaron. They saying like, you might not like weigh the LPO banner as heavy if you got a first class that's kicking ass, right? You might see that first class kicking ass and being like, no, I don't, it don't matter if they're LPO or not. I might too, because I understand like all the other holes that this person fills. Damon might too, because he understands all the other holes that this person fills. Man. We also chose to make a podcast and talk about Navy shit and share our experience in that manner. Some of these people are saying that's not the experiences that they're seeing in their general Navy experience.
I would try to answer this the best way I can. I think cats need to get up off the LPO narcotic. Like, everyone cannot be LPO the entire time. You get there, you have it for a little bit, and then it turns over. You know everyone can't be LPO all the time. You're going to lead how you lead, get your turn, whether it's a young person, the less tenured person, being supported by the older guy or person, or vice versa. I don't know. I don't know any other way for me to answer that question, excluding my personal experience. But I've seen it now where I had 4 first classes on my destroyer, and they all are on khakis right now. And of the 4 of them, only 2 of them were the LPO. They rotated. They showed leadership so many different ways. Hell, one picked up khakis 2 times over being chief, and then now he's a Mustang.
Sorry
if I'm not really giving a tangible answer, but that's the best way I could put it.
I agree with you, but people listen to us sometime and like say that we're like some of our shit ain't. It's us.
Then if they got the answers, man, I hope they're the right ones.
You understand what I'm saying, Damon?
Yeah, and I want them to understand. Hear me clear. If y'all got all the goddamn answers, I hope they're the right ones.
You understand what I'm saying, Damon? Because I don't think Aaron understands what I'm saying.
Well,
I don't.
Well, this is the thing, Aaron. This is what you could be. You know, I kind of agree with you saying also, but at the same time, at the same time, that is what the Navy is. We are built on right now. We got ladders and shit that says LPO at sea, and we got all this stuff. So sailors are coming there. They gonna want that LPO at sea. Now it's for us as leaders, like you said. That's why I agree with you, Aaron. Like even with my conversation I had earlier, I didn't say this though. The guy that had LPO, the guy that had LPO before, they already had it on the evaluation and all that. I didn't say that earlier, but they already had all that stuff too. It was already done, evaluation, and then the turnover was much easier for me to do. But what I'm getting at is, what I was trying to get at is that, hey, this person is coming in, right, pumped up, motivated to be one of the LPO. This, like, it's almost like I've been doing this. Like, say you go to shore duty, right? They go to shore duty. They cannot wait to get back out to sea to feel that role as LPO at sea. When they get there, they say, nah, you know what I mean? You ain't doing this. You're going to be the work center supervisor, right? And all the blah, blah, blah. Now, but what I didn't say is, though, it's just a turnover thing and all that stuff. But I just want to know is the thought process behind it. But Aaron, that LPO thing, man, like in order for us to get on the other side of it, like, and say not put much weight on it, the Navy has to not put much weight on it. Because the Navy right now, I feel like we're putting a lot of weight on it. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, rightfully so. Yeah, you should be leading at sea, like leading at the pinnacle or at the tip of the spear, 100%. But in our conversations, our being leadership, make it known, like, yo, everybody cannot be LPO all the time. Yeah. They ain't but so many times, man. Communicate it, hey, communicate that in your letter to the board. Hey, I was previously LPO at sea over here. I came, a succession plan was in place, and I'm leading to the best of my ability, supporting my division. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. So for an example, right, I'm going to read a comment that somebody said on LinkedIn, right? They said, and we were talking to Madison about how Madison was kind of explaining to us that, like, our opinion about how a command or an experience, and I'm interested in your thoughts on this too, Alex, but she was talking about how our opinion about how a command can't like change your willingness to stay in or impact your willingness to stay in or whatever. You got to be kind of self-sufficient and have that drive. And then my response was like go up and up and up and up and like get something done if you were in this toxic work environment until you do get to your CMC and your CMC do something about it. And this is a comment that somebody said, and I'm interested in your thoughts. And this don't got nothing to do with the commenter. But he said, you gave a great point of view, but the situation doesn't always seem to be like that. And this is the point I'm trying to make to you, Aaron, too. Then he said, not all CMCs are approachable nor even able to hold a conversation with the seller. Most of the CMC don't even know that half of the crew don't even know half of the crew they supposed to advocate for. On the ship, most chiefs are mission focused and forget the human aspect of the job. Like, this what somebody posted. Do you think with their, and I'm not giving my point of view on any of it. I think I know some really great CMCs. I know some really great chiefs. Do you think this person is bullshit in their experience?
No, I don't.
I don't.
I think that's spot on, man.
Yeah.
Like it happens. It happens like even at and probably in the aviation community, probably more than any, because it's all about flying. It's all about maintenance, right? That's all it's about, flying. So I can see where that conversation going. Even for me, I've been at command now since September. If I sit there and tell you I knew all those sailors like by name, I don't. Have I spoke to them? Have I talked to them and whatever? Yes, because I talk to every pay grade and I walk around and I do all this stuff. But do I know every one of them name? No. But I guarantee you I'm willing to help any of them that got an issue. You know what I'm saying? But that's Damo. Back to you, Damo. Hey, he made a great point. I like it.
And that speaks to Alex's point earlier, how Alex was like, yo, all I'm doing is filling out 1306s, right? Like, that's all I'm doing, And you might be dealing with sailors who dealt with career counselors who didn't even do that. And that's the point that some of these sailors are making. Because I think about that shit all the time. Like when somebody say like, yo, you change. I took like what Commander Desmond Walker said, like when he was like, hey, I want when people talk to me to feel like they don't. Only person in the Navy, right? Or somebody said that about him or something like that. So I took that and I'm like, hey, that's how I want people to feel. Not everybody want people to feel like that. You know what I mean? So now when people dealing with you and they're having a unique experience. So I think when we get on here sometime and we talk about what we would do and things we would do, it's from like our brain. And I think we have expectations about how leaders should be. But when you look at the field, and I'm not calling anybody out, right? This ain't one of those kind of rants. But when you look at the fields, I don't think our assessment of how leaders should be is necessarily in line with the field at all times. I think some of our intentions is to hopefully land on some younger people so that they couldn't become whatever the field is. So when people come back and retort comments like that to us, they're telling us like, yo, my experience is not like what you guys are saying. And that's the only thing I'm saying, Aaron. I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
100.
Right? I mean, that's not like that ain't like a defensive thing. That's just more like hey,
I'm with it. I don't like the phrase, I used to hate the phrase, I was in your shoes. I don't like saying that because I'm so far removed from being in your shoes. Right? I was a first class. I ain't been a first class since 2016.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit done changed, bro. Like,
hey, that's facts, bro. I said the thing on the pod before about the first class check me about saying when I used to say all the time, this is how I did it. Right. And I got checked. The same thing, man. Like the maintenance ain't the same. We do things the same. We think differently, all this stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I would say I was unorthodox. I would say that every day. Like I know that I don't want to be cookie cutter or normal or whatever you want to say. I don't want to like land where everybody else lands. Like it's just the way it is. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, NC1, what's some of your grounding kind of motivational things that keep you going and stuff like that?
I think not to sound like corny or trendy, but like I really do love like helping sailors out. So like that's something that keeps me like motivated. Something that keeps me grounded is my family. Like just them being along with me through this journey and helping me navigate through this conversion process, navigating through my development as well, and just their support and whatnot. That definitely helps keep me grounded. But like, and of course they motivate me as well. But like, just like helping out these sailors is everything to me. And like I said, like my cup runneth over now. Just like being able to do this on a daily basis, a daily full-time basis. So that's kind of what motivates me and just like gets me happy and excited to go to work.
So what's one thing that you wish people understood about NCs or career counselors, period? I'll give an example. Like, I don't want nobody to think I feel no way about this. If my door is open and my office is empty, somebody probably just walked out of there. Right? So if you walk in there, just know somebody else probably just walked out. So like I said, that's not like a negative thing or not. It's just something that I want people to consider. Like if my shit opened and nobody in there, I probably just finished with somebody. You know, that's that. But what's something? Is it, you got anything like that?
I just think, damn, it sound like I'm caping for admin, and I always hated this because you remind me about like door open policy. Like those admin office hours, I know a lot of people just be thinking like, oh, they don't be doing nothing. They open from 8 to 11, then they close from 12 to 1. Yo, that is so much needed now that I've seen like what happens behind that closed door. Because you just got like, think about it. You got a command of 300-400 people, and how many of those people come to admin during those office hours? When do you expect that work to get done if I constantly got somebody coming in like, open door policy, come in, we'll take care of you. But like, I need a break from y'all coming in here to actually get your work done. And like, that's something that a lot of people don't realize. They just see the office hours posted and just think, oh, they're on lunch, they're just chilling. Nah, we in there. Yes, we eating, but we're doing the work that y'all submitted for us to do. So that's something I definitely think that I learned myself, because I was one of those people like, damn, admin always closed. And that's something like I definitely learned. I wish that to convey to other people as well.
Yeah, taking care of sellers. Yeah, all good stuff, right? So a question for you is this. How long have you been doing NC thing? Like actual.
Since March of 24.
Okay,
So
all right. So it's been a little bit of time.
It's been a good little minute. It's been a nice journey. One thing I love about the NC community is you hit the Facebook pages up. It's a very tight community, you know. Like I got NC Master Chiefs in my phone. Like I try not to use that too often. That's my get out of jail free cards, as I like to call it. But you know, there's a very tight community. That Facebook page, the group page, is like, man, you just learn. You ain't even got to post nothing. You can just sit there, read the comments, read the questions, read the comments, and you can just sit there, take notes, and just learn. But it's a very tight community. So I've definitely grown since then a lot. I remember the day I took over, I had to do somebody's retirement paperwork, and I told them, "Yo, I honestly have never done this before, and I do not know what I'm doing." But I just told them, like, "Yo, I like to read. I'm gonna read up on this, and I'm not gonna fuck over you. I promise you that. I give you that, my word as a man on that." And well, he hasn't called me since he got out, so everything must have been good. So now looking back on it, that was just kind of the growth and journey has been great for that, and I'm still learning, and I can't wait to go to my first tour as an NC and just kind of get into the things that I don't really get to do at my command now, as far as just like Seaway, first term sailors, pack sailors. So I'm excited about that.
So here's my messy question.
Messy?
What rank? Yeah, my messy question. Yeah, I got you got a messy question. Officers, chiefs, junior enlisted, right? Who do you have the hardest time with? Who gives you the hardest time?
First classes. Okay. And it's probably because of my expectation of what I think my peers should be. But I've had like more than one first class ask me like, what's the difference between EAOS and soft EAOS? And I was just like, I was dumbfounded I didn't know it. So I don't know, the kind of way that I came up to it is soft EAOS has more letters, so that's going to be the bigger date. That's just the easiest way to remember that. But you'd be surprised just how many first classes just don't know simple. Well, I don't know if they're simple because you do this on like a daily basis, but I guess if you're in an LPO position or in a position where you should be leading sailors, I feel like they should be kind of general knowledge, but you'd be surprised, not to shit on anybody, but how many people don't know.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, man? Hey, first, I know what I was thinking about then. I was about to talk about earlier. I'm gonna get back to this right here in a minute, though. But I wanted to talk about those hours. You talked about the admin hours. Yeah. I really didn't realize none of that stuff until I probably a chief, man.
Really?
Like how important those admin hours was, man. Like when you start getting behind it and start really thinking about, man, no, they need those hours. For real. But yeah, man, that's kind of damn. Go ahead, Damo. I just forgot my train of thought again, man.
All I was gonna say was at my command, admin didn't have those hours. I like told them to have out like, yo, y'all need training hours. Y'all need hours where y'all are not doing customer service. Right. Like you have to have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta. So since I know you're familiar with us because you listen to us, so you got to do better.
Yeah. So my do better. Since I'm in the process, I just PCS. My do better is to the people that the Navy be hiring for these movers and packers. The guys finished. We had a 3-bedroom. We put everything that we wanted to take with us, putting our cars in the 3rd bedroom, the smallest bedroom. And I just kind of stayed in there. I was like, yo, don't touch anything in here. Everything else got to go. Guy comes. He's like, yo, we finished. Come do this walk around. Yo, I walk in my master bedroom. They got the mattress slipped up. I'm like, yo, you going to pack up the mattress? He's like, oh, you want to take that with you? I'm like, yeah, I want to take my mattress with me. Like, it was just a lot of things like that. And I appreciate the work that they be doing, but man, they left the place trash. Like I tape on the ground, the rolls, the little empty tape rolls everywhere, whatnot. Like they gotta do better.
New Orleans accent. I hear that New Orleans accent.
Because you're getting emotional. I'm getting emotional. I mean this. I mean this. Soldier. But yeah, like I get they doing their job and whatnot, and they throwing the tape around. But y'all could do a little tidying up, a little something. Now I got to do extra work.
Yeah,
so Alex, that's my do better.
Alex, that's only the beginning of it, man. Wait till they bring your shit. Hey, look, they don't want to put nothing together. They come in your room and say, hey, do you want us to put this together? Do you want to put... Yes, I want you to put that shit together. Yeah, I sure do.
The crazy thing is, like, when you sign in the paper, that dude who drive the truck, the movers be kind of like lingering around. And I know he like lingering around to see if I'm gonna get a tip. I'm like, bro, I had to tell you to pack my bed up. You ain't getting no tip if I have to tell you to pack my mattress up. Like, you can go ahead and ride out, partner.
Yeah,
it's a military benefit. I'm not tipping off military benefits.
Man.
You guys be like, man, I bought you a case of Gatorade. I ain't tipping you.
This ain't good.
Yeah, that's it. You may, hey, if I'm gonna hook up some hot dogs or something, I may give you a hot dog, or I may have some water. But you ain't gonna get no tip.
My service got me this stuff. Hey, so question. It's Mardi Gras week, right? It's Mardi Gras week this week. You know,
Mardi Gras was Tuesday.
Shia LaBeouf is acting her ass out there in the streets.
Boy was out there wilding.
He lucky he got his life.
He done got beat
He
up.
real lucky.
Got beat up about 3 times out there.
got arrested, got released, went back to the party. Like,
Shia LaBeouf is wild. Now, all sensitivity, he is most likely dealing with some real other mental stuff, right? Not to kind of serious it out. But how much do you miss New Orleans?
I miss these moments. Like, I love and hate seeing people have so much fun on Instagram at Mardi Gras while I'm at work. It's everywhere else is just another Tuesday. You see that post a million times, and now I'm another Tuesday person. So, but you miss like things just like the festivals, French Quarter Fest, just things like that. But like, it's kind of now it's got to the point where like, when I come home, it is the festival. So like moms, the family come through, we got the cookouts and whatnot. But I do miss it. I miss the culture, man. I miss the culture more than anything.
You cook?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, come on. What kind of question is that? Come on now. Don't be disrespectful.
Hey, man.
So I don't have a do better though. Y'all do?
I got my do better. I got one, Aaron. My do better is quick though, man. My do better is for Lemoore Base. Man, I almost ran over like 3 people, man. This lighting got to be fixed, man. Like we got to do something, man. They got a little and for the sailors too, you guys need to do better too, because they do got a button you can push for the little lights to light up on the ground, right? These sailors ain't hitting this button and they crossing this street, man. I'm gonna have to jam on brake. Ain't no lighting right there at the crosswalk. Yeah. Bro, about 3 times. So we need to do better. But it's been a talk of conversation. But they better hurry and fix that. Or we're gonna have we're gonna have an accident on the base, man. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
So I got mine.
All right. You got one, Damo? Or you still got more smoke for me?
Damo don't have one.
I don't know.
My do better. It's a little different, man. Connected with somebody the other day. We talking. It's cool, right? And they said something that was like disgusting, man. I'm trying to resolve this in my mind. And let them do better. Like, stop doing weird stuff for sugar. They say they put sugar in their grits, man. And they put sugar and butter on rice. And that's disgusting to me. So do better. Don't be putting weird shit in your grits, man. Sugar don't go in grits, man. Just salt, pepper, cheese, man. Stop being weird, bro. That's my do better.
Come on, Aaron,
They're going to be in the comments on that one. They're going to be in the comments on that one. Them people love that sugar in the grits.
Comments.
Right here. Yeah, right here. I'm with you too, Damo. I'm with you right here. Right here. Right here.
What?
Man, hey, look, I don't do it as much as I'm not.
Damon, don't say it. Damon, don't do it. Bro, don't do it. Please tell me you don't with them weird people, man.
I am not the biggest fan now of grits like I used to be when I was younger, because I grew up on it and kind of burnt me out because I ate it so much, right?
Yeah.
But I used to tap a little sugar in them grits, man.
Get some damn for real. Oh my God.
I used to hit it with a little bit, but then I throw some jelly in there too, and I throw my bacon in there, my side, I put all that stuff in my grits, man. Eggs, I mix it all up together, man. That's some Mississippi stuff there, man.
Well, let's go to Philadelphia. First, let me say this first. I've never really been a big fan of cheese and grits, honestly. Right? I had some cheesy grits I like, but I've never been a big fan of cheese and grits. I have put sugar in grits, but I don't even want to talk about the sugar and grits. Like, I like sugar and grits. I haven't really put sugar and grits recently, but I would.
Yeah.
I want to talk about
on rice?
I want to talk about butter. Hold on. I want to ask you a question first. Have you ever put butter and sugar in white rice, jasmine rice, or sticky rice?
Me? No.
Yes. Try it. And then let's talk. Let's talk after you try that shit.
Alex, have you done this monstrosity?
Hold on. So and then you just eat the rice like with butter and sugar? You don't put nothing on it?
Butter and sugar. Butter and sugar. Jasmine rice.
On jasmine rice?
Jasmine or sticky white rice. So white rice, either the jasmine or the sticky. Butter and sugar. And you tell me.
Yeah. I tell you, I don't do it no more because I'm probably gonna be a diabetic in the future. But back in the day, though, I used to freaking do it, man. I used to do it. It was good as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
How could it not be good? It's butter and sugar.
On rice?
Yes, it's rice, butter, and sugar. How could
on that rice? You talking about some Uncle Ben's rice, some long grain? It has to be jasmine or
any of it.
You can go any. My recommendation is jasmine or sticky rice. It could be Uncle Ben's, the white rice, whatever. But
what are we doing in 2026, man?
Do you like rice?
Yeah, I'm Caribbean and grew up in New Orleans, New York. Right? Yes, of course. Do
you like butter?
You're not about to triangulate me, bro.
Just answer the questions, bro. These basic questions.
Don't contrarian Aaron me. Nah, man.
Like butter.
You got it, Damo. You got it.
Easy question. Do you like butter?
Hey, answer the question, Aaron.
I use butter.
Do you like sugar?
Answer the question.
I use sugar.
Okay, so how could the three go wrong? I don't think the three could go wrong, bro.
Hey, all right. Hey, do you like marinara spaghetti sauce?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Do you like peanut butter?
Yes.
Wow. Right? Come on.
So if you put peanut butter, spaghetti, and noodles, you like
desperation tactics. See, these are desperation tactics right here, man. You know what I mean? Like, these are desperation tactics, man.
This is the next clip right here.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Don't go with much. You know what I mean? These are desperation tactics.
Your argument was
no.
Hey, do you like this? Well, what can go wrong if you like all three parties?
All of these things, like sugar and butter, are complementary items to a lot of things. Peanut butter is not.
Nope.
Peanut butter don't go with everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if somebody was like, try avocado and bacon in your rice. I never had it, but I'm sure it's probably not bad because avocado is good with everything and bacon is good with everything. Butter and sugar and rice, bro. All I'm saying is we could film this shit together, bro. Like, I put on my meta glasses. You got to find reasons to wear your meta glasses.
I gotta get up with you to go to the spot anyway one day.
Oh yeah, so by there it's it's a spot like two spots away that got rice. But whatever, one day let's do it, man. Get rice, throw some butter and sugar in that shit. You tell me, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even want to tell you.
We'll do it. We'll do it. You get your meta glasses and you say, hey. This is PTSF Live. Hey, Aaron's about to vomit after eating butter sugar rice. It doesn't even sound right.
That shit good as fuck. That shit good, boy.
Yeah.
I used to
Butter
eat that
sugar
shit at
rice.
CCS, bro. Keep me on the watch. Keep it going, bro.
Keep you on the throne.
People might look at you funny, Alex. You sneak that sugar in there, them packets.
Yeah,
You gotta grab two at a time. You gotta grab 2 packets at a time. People think it's one. They think you got 3 sugar packets. You really got 6.
How much sugar is enough?
That's a great question.
Kool-Aid where you do like the 2, bro.
Pour
it in, or
you can have
how much sugar?
I just made Kool-Aid this weekend, man, and it was so. This is what I did, yo. Now, listen, I don't even be cooking that much, David. So look, this is my pride and joy right here, man. I got this. It's a rum. It's called Cocoa Haven. It's made with coconut water, right? It's a little healthier than whatever. But I used the Simply Lemonade, right? I poured a whole thing of Simply Lemonade into one of them like containers with the spout. Simply Lemonade. Then I threw the grape Kool-Aid on there, right? So it's lemon and grape. It's already a gremlin.
Somebody gonna die.
It's lemon and grape. It's already a gremlin. You from Philly, you know what I'm talking about. So I bought the Kool-Aid. I ain't had Kool-Aid in about 20 years, bro. I bought the Kool-Aid just to do this. Then I put the rum haven in that joint. Then I put sugar in there, Alex. Same like you saying. Threw some sugar in that
too?
joint.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just like regular Kool-Aid. I put sugar in just like regular Kool-Aid. And
what you did with that? That was your pre-workout?
Nah, that was my Saturday, bro. That was my Saturday, man. I drank that shit through the day, man. My wife was like, yeah, that's too tangy. I was like, cool, I'm on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I drink it with me. Yeah, that was me, though. That was me.
Man.
Hey, I got a pick of the week. I know we got a couple other topics. I got a pick of the week, man. Let me go ahead and put the air horns out and do all that. 2 months later, 44 hours down. You know what I mean? I am finally, right? I am pleased to announce to the listeners, I am finally finished reading or listening to the audiobook of It by Stephen King, right? I'm going to talk a little bit about it because it's a piece of my life now. Like that shit, you know, it's 2 months of my life, and the way this book is written is it covers life. It covers like these kids, 7 kids from childhood to adulthood, right? None of the movies, none of the I'm not talking about Welcome to Derry. None of the interpolations of the It book does this book any fucking justice, right? The book is way better in every scale than anything we've ever seen on TV that like kind of represents this book. I'll say that. What I like about the book is the duality of trauma with these kids, right? When I was into the Welcome to Derry podcast, and they were talking about just how childhood is traumatic in itself, right? It's an aspect of all of this where Pennywise feeds off of fears and stuff like that. The book explains what fears like do for Pennywise's appetite, and like it's kind of like salt to the body, or to like it kind of like seasons the meat or whatever. That's kind of how Pennywise explains it, and it's more pure in children than it is in adults, because adults have now learned that the Tooth Fairy doesn't exist. They've now learned that Santa doesn't exist, whatever. But the It entity, of course, has the whole dairy under like a cast, right? Like none of the adults are aware of anything out of the It entity's control. A lot of things in the book that like the entity is pregnant with, like, so in the book, like a major reason why they like a major like story element when they're back is that the entity is pregnant with like kids. And the entity is like in the form of a spider. So it's like thousands of kids. So if they don't kill this shit and the kids, it's going to be worse. You know, so that's one part of it. The movies never talked about the turtle. However, the show does. But the movies never talked about the turtle. The book talks about the turtle, and how they fight the entity. It is not the same in the movies or the books. It's just so many. It's also like, just so everybody know, it's also a controversial scene in a book. It's like the kids have sex. So that's a controversial, all of them, like with one girl, they call it like an orgy. But that's a controversial scene in that book. But what I want to say about the book is just the duality of the trauma. So you got a kid struggling with weight. That's one of the characters. And if y'all remember from like the movies, is like Ben Handsome. He's struggling with his weight. Then you got the black kid that's dealing with racism. Then you got the girl that's dealing with an abusive father. You got Bill that stutters, but he's also dealing with like guilt of his brother getting killed and rejection. You got somebody who mom makes him, and I always mess this word up. It's called like Munchausen syndrome or something like that. But his mom make him think that he's sick when he's not. You got another dude that's like a germaphobe. Then you got Richie, who kind of just uses humor as a shield for anything. I can't really figure out what Richie's real trauma is, but they all have traumas. And then, so the clown kind of feeds off these vulnerable children or whatever like that. And of course, is not a clown. It's a shapeshifter and all of these things, right? But not to get too deep into the book, even though, like, man, the book bounces from the childhood to the adulthood to the childhood to the adulthood, unlike the movies or the miniseries does, right? The movie kind of went all kids, all adults. One of the things that the book, so the book it's a 5 out of 5, man. It's a really good book. Like, Stephen King does a great job. And not only like narrating like the story of the kids and the story of the it entity, he also got like interludes in this book that breaks down the story of Derry, like the town. The town is very much a character in this book, like more than anything else. The town is a character. Even after it is like killed at the end of the book, a part of the town is destroyed, which is also not in any of the interpolations of this thing. One of the things there was one thing I wanted to say that I think I'm forgetting now, but like I said, one of the things that Stephen King does in this book, he got like 11 chapters in a row where he's bouncing back from childhood to adulthood, but he's ending the damn, and I don't know what this is called, Aaron might know, but he ends the chapter without saying like a word. Like, so he might end the chapter with like, he grabbed the knife and he went for her, but then he don't say the word. And then the next chapter starts and it'd be like throat, but then it's about like when they were like a kid. He do that shit like 10 times straight. Like, so
it's like non-linear storytelling.
Not necessarily non-linear, because he's stitching words together in a non-linear pattern. So, for instance, like he might say, like when they were young, they might say, "Oh my God, look at him, and then he don't finish it, right? So then the next chapter is when they old, and it'd be like, running was my favorite thing to do, or whatever. He does that shit like 11 chapters straight. So he's even like flexing like literary, like his chops as a writer too. It took 4 years to write this book. And I could see somebody taking 4 years to read this shit. You know, it's definitely, dude, it's a journey. It's a journey, man. And at the end of it, like, I'm just be honest with y'all, at the end of it, I gave Angeline like a very long kiss. And it wasn't because nothing had to do with the book. It's just the way the book ends. It ends kind of reminding you about childhood, right? It's about just childhood and how you're not going to be young forever. And just and how meaningful those moments in life were when you were a kid, and the friends you made and all of that shit. Because not everybody lives when they go fight the clown, you know. Well, not the clown, the spider, or whatever they think it is. But yeah, it's interesting for anybody that like is a fan of that of the lore. It's definitely interesting, and it was really, really good. I'm gonna read more Stephen King, but it's gonna take me like 4 years to get another fucking 44-hour audio book from Stephen King. But definitely a 5 out of 5 classic.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. My pick of the week gonna be simple this time, man. I just need people to start doing stuff you like to do, man. Like, I'm big in golfing right now, man. So I can go from videos to books to whatever I want to do, but I am focused on that because I'm trying to be better at it. So anything out there that you're trying to be better at or you're trying to do, grab that stuff, man, and do what you need to do to be great, man, at whatever you want to do. It could be leadership. It could be whatever you want to do, man. Being better at it, what it does is giving you the confidence to talk about it, not just be it, not just do it, but to talk about it. It gives you the confidence to share it with other people, and then in a manner that you know what the hell you're talking about, right? Like, you can tell somebody when you're talking about anything you want to talk about, you say, yeah, your backing is, I looked at this. It means something to the listener, right? It means something who you trying to convey it to. So whatever that is for you, go out there and grab something, man, that you like to do. A lot of times we do a lot of things in life, man, and we do it because we want more money. We do it because we want X, Y, and Z, but we don't do it because we like it. You know, so find something that you like to do and educate yourself on it and love it.
Yeah. You got a pick of the week, Alex? Like any book recommendation or something that kind of moved you, meant something to you?
Yeah, so my pick of the week would be it's a quick read. It's called Unlearn by Humble the Poet. And it's basically just like it sounds like. It's a book about kind of unlearning your environmental biases as you grow as an adult. So I think it would be beneficial. I recommend it to a lot of my sailors. Just kind of, hey, sometimes we come into this thing with our biases and we don't even realize we have them. So this book kind of guides you and helps you realize those biases that you don't even realize that you have subconsciously, and helps you how to overcome those and defeat those. So it's definitely a good book. Definitely my pick of the week. Unlearn by Humble the Poet. You can read it in one sitting. It might be about 250 pages. It's a quick read, an easy read.
Oh, it ain't like.
Nah, you'll be finished in a day, if that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you
don't waste your money on the audiobook. You can knock it out quick.
Yeah,
it's a quick one though.
Hey, shout out to while we talk about books, shout out to the Libby app that I finally downloaded and finally got it right.
Oh yeah, I saw y'all posted that.
ID as a library. So I finally did it right. I got the Coretta book. That's probably the first joint I'm gonna read, man. It's still Black History Month. I think I'm gonna knock that Coretta book out. You got any picks of the weekend?
Got two on Netflix. It's been in my queue for a long time. I started, I didn't finish it. It's an anime series, Dota, The Dragon's Blood. I forgot the name of the actor who played Candyman. I can't remember his name. But he's one of the main voice actors of one of the Dragons. Real high science fiction anime joint. I'm enjoying it. For 2 seasons.
He passed away this year, right?
He passed away
last
recently.
year, right? Yeah.
Yep. That's how come it jumped on my timeline again. That was some of his last work. And then I'll stick with that. Yeah, that's my main pick, man. Watching that series, that like Netflix, they'll have something good and they can't get after 2 seasons, but I'm gonna hop on that for a little bit. So Dota, Dragon's Blood, for your anime folks out there.
Yeah, his name Tony Todd. Yeah,
Todd.
Did y'all see the America's Next Top Model doc?
The controversy?
I haven't, but I've been seeing like little previews.
Hearing about that.
Yeah.
Tyra, wow.
Yeah, well, some of the stories are being debunked already. It's a story about sexual assault that's being debunked right now. That's already been debunked. So, I'd be interested in how all of this, like we 2 episodes in, I'd be interested how everything kind of falls out from that.
Yeah.
But it just made me think about because Next Top Model was on for like 22 seasons or something. Well,
yeah,
really?
It was a long time.
24 seasons. Yeah. But it got back very popular in 2020 during COVID. Like people was watching it. So it's like COVID, people in the house, and TikTok. And the new way people see things, right? And I'm not saying that the new way people see things is wrong, but this shit was on for 24 years. and like, nobody was like, well, even if they did, it didn't make as much noise as the new wave of social media. Like, nah, this shit ain't right. That ain't right. Like, they wearing meat, they in blackface and like some of the other things that they were doing on Next Top Model. It's just interesting that like today's time, right? And I'm not I'm not judging it or not. And it's just interesting to see how today's time could influence things from the past and like hold people accountable for things that we didn't look at the way we look at now. And that's probably going to be a thing forever. Like we might need to be careful. We might be saying something now that in 24 years, somebody going to be looking at like what we said. Like, nah, that shit was wrong. Yeah. Now some of these things that they did was generally like just wrong. You know what I mean? Like they did a shoot, like a death shoot, like you got shot. Yeah. Like they kind of put the makeup on, like you were dead laying in the street. That shit just like, why y'all doing that? Like, because at some point they were battling against Fear Factor and all these other outrageous reality shows, right? Like nobody was going to watch Next Top Model if it was just a straight up modeling show in that period of time when it was going up against all these other outrageous reality shows. So they had to kind of turn up and it's their point of view, right? Not mine, but they had to kind of turn up the antics. I did see that another a seller was, we lost a seller in Great Lakes. I saw that. And I know one of y'all kind of put that in our notes. And I don't know if y'all wanted to touch on that.
Well, I want to touch on it a little bit. I mean, it caught my attention, Damo. And the reason why it caught my attention, first off, let me go back. Yeah, it is a Seaman Apprentice Jones. Condolences to his family. But what caught my attention in this, at the end of the news release, it said suicide is not suspected. Right? That what caught my attention. Like wanting to know like what happened to this sailor if it wasn't suicide. I don't think nobody then talked about it. I haven't heard no more about it. I think it happened February the 8th, I think it said, something like that. We haven't heard anything else about it, but I'm sure it's under investigation and things like that. But condolences to the family.
Condolences, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah. This life is hard, period. I would say this military life is hard. Life is hard, period. Alex, what you got, man? You got any last thoughts? Anything that you want to make sure you lay on to the listeners before we get up out of here, man?
Kind of going back to picks of the week. Ain't y'all watching The Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
Yeah.
Y'all caught up?
That shit is good.
I'm caught up. I'm caught up.
Man. How's episode 5?
Yeah, I don't like this whole like viewer bombing shit.
Okay. My bad.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? The viewer bombing shit?
Yeah.
With the whole like the IMDb ratings and like
they talking like it's a 10.0 perfect, and now people Breaking Bad people are mad.
Yeah, the review bomb. Yep. Now they're breaking. Yeah. So then they went back and they review bombed Breaking Bad's like highest episodes, so it could be lower, and like this shit is just crazy nowadays. But The Night of the Seven Kingdoms is on point.
Yeah,
that last episode was crazy, man.
The last
last two, were crazy.
Them shits. And then the last episode come out this Sunday, the final episode of the season. And the craziest thing was, when House of the Dragon came out, I was looking at that like that was about to be like really good. And this Night of the Seven Kingdom, I was like almost like I might not even watch this. You know what I mean? And that Night of the Seven Kingdom shit is better than House of the Dragon, man.
Yeah. Because that first episode or two was slow as shit. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. And then Damo told me, keep going. I said, okay, shit.
Oh, yeah, that's
man. They got fire, man.
Boy, man. Yeah. Like I think we might have just talked about this last week, Alex.
Yeah.
Like you might have just talked about this on the pod. That's just
talking about it. Yeah.
You not watching it, Aaron?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I saw the Housemaid.
Yeah, I'm a Thrones person, but I'm gonna get to it eventually.
Yeah, I saw
Paradise
the
come back Monday.
Paradise good too, man.
Paradise was fire. I can't wait.
Shit.
They got so many shows. I'm still slow burning. Terminalist, Dark Wolf. I just watched the last episode of Cross. I just be like nickel and dime in these series, man. It's so much.
I heard Cross ain't what it was.
It's pretty good. It's all right.
It's good. There's a reason why. I can tell you offline why some people ain't liking this season.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Offline.
Me too. I think we on the same page. I think too,
man.
But the reason why, but the reason why I ain't taking the bait. But the reason why they bugging out, they tripping. So they need to chill out. Leave my man Cross alone, man. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
So.
It's a good episode. It's good though.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I said my wife's sick, so I'ma slide. If y'all still hang out, it's cool.
We good,
hey,
bro.
I want to ask Alex some NC stuff where he got the mentors in the region and all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure you plugged into your community. But
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure. Hey, Mississippi, stand up.
Hey, Alex, man, thanks for hanging out with us, man. I appreciate it.
Thank y'all for having me on.
Anytime you want to come, just come on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Definitely.
Sure.